never forget what the city looked like through that window, as bright and lively as Christmas on the outside. On the inside, as cold and dark as a gun barrel. I put away a lot of vermin within its walls. It was almost a shame I'd never see it again. But I knew once I was gone, I wouldn't miss it. The last thing I wanted to see at my door was another dame, beautiful and grieving. I knew what she wanted before she opened her mouth.
You're Richard Crane, aren't you, the private dick?
Why do you ask? Do I owe you money?
My name is Scarlet Bell. I heard you were the best.
Most people just call me Rick.
Please, I need your help.
I don't do that anymore. I'm retired.
I can pay you.
Not for all the money in the world, sweetheart. I'm out of this city.
Please. My husband's been murdered. The cops are breathing down his sister's neck. She's innocent. And I have proof. But they won't believe me. I heard you have sway with the chief of police.
That was true. Paul and I went way back. And as much as I wanted to never look at this place again, I could never turn down a dame who needed help, let alone two. Tell me what happened. I'm telling you, Paul, you're barking up the wrong tree with this guy's sister.
But it makes sense, Rick. The guy goes off and builds his own company from the ground up while abandoning his sister to care for their sick parents. And then he gets rich. It's a crime of passion.
Jealousy, you mean?
Whatever you want to call it. Look, Rick, if you've got another lead, I'll hear you out. I hate to say it, but you know these things better than I do. Meet me in my office in a few days if you track anything down.
No. There's a cafe near the edge of town. And whether I'm right or you are, I am leaving town tonight, as soon as possible.
You got yourself a deal. Copy's on you, all right?
Yeah, right.
How did you get in here?
Don't worry, I'm a detective. And you must be Dr. Tracy Belvin. Odd hours for work, Doc.
I'm also an entrepreneur. I just secured a big government contract. We're here having a party downstairs to celebrate.
I've got some questions about Dr. Bell's murder.
Nobody knows about that. We told the employees it was a lab accident.
I know you tried to cover it up, and it'll stay that way with the police. If you can tell me more about this white powder you've got laying around.
It's pesticide. We do manufacturing and distribution.
What, like poison?
For insects, yes.
What about for humans?
Tracy, let's go, darling. Let's go back to the party. Who's that?
Just a detective here to ask some questions.
No more questions. We've had enough of the police. Tracy is grieving and trying to run this company.
It's all right, dear. I have nothing to hide.
And there it was, like a diamond lying in the middle of the street. I couldn't arrest him, but if I'd played my hand just right. So, it was just you and Dr. Bell in this lab, around all this poison.
Look, the pesticides we are working with are a little bit different. We're trying to make it safe for humans, prevent the respiratory distress it's caused.
You know, Dr. Bell's sister is being arrested for his murder. If the respiratory distress could lead to a heart attack, and it's possible Dr. Bell was alone long enough for that to happen, your testimony could essentially save her life.
What would I have to do?
Great choice, sir. I'll bring that right out for you.
Thanks, hon. All right. What have you got for me, Rick?
Paul, I'd like you to meet Dr. Bell's killer.
What? Have you lost your mind?
Hang on a minute, son. Let's hear the man out.
They worked alone together all the time. And best of all, the chemicals that they were working with was odorless, tasteless, and caused respiratory distress in humans.
Richard, if that's true, I'll kiss you square on the mouth.
Oh, it's true. Isn't that right, Tracy?
It wasn't me!
Do you have any actual evidence of this? Tracy Belden, you're under arrest for murder.
You'll hear from my lawyer.
Come on.
Thank you so much, Detective, for taking my case. Now you can see the world without worrying about that creep, Belden. I would have fired him years ago if I had any say.
Haven't decided where I'm going yet. Maybe some little secluded cabin somewhere. Maybe you should come with me.
Maybe not, Detective.
Great work, Rick. Seriously. Though, I'll take an IOU on that kiss. But have a good retirement.
Good. And I plan to.
So does Helen. She now gets the life she deserves.
Helen,
Yeah, Dr. Bell's sister. Now that Belden's out of the way, she gets the company.
what about Scarlett?
Who?
His wife.
What wife? Bell was single. Rick. Rick, you okay?
The coffee. Slip me a Mickey. One of the oldest tricks in the book. It wasn't the first time someone played me. But Scarlett, or should I say Helen, would be the last.